Yeah. So still going back on Proverbs chapter 3. Yesterday we looked at verse 11 and 12. Today we'll go on to verse 13, 14, and it's pretty much just going back to the value, the value, the place of wisdom, and it says that in verse 13, it says, happy is the man and the woman that finds wisdom. Meaning that wisdom is something that needs to be found. Wisdom is not something that will be thrown at us. We need to find it. We need to do some and make some effort to find it. I believe it's Proverbs chapter 25, verse 2 says that it is the glory of God. It is the glory of God to hide a matter, right? And it is the honor of kings to find it out, right? God does not put his treasure in a place that people can trample upon it. And there are two sides to the story. God's wisdom is readily available. Bible says that the invisible quality of God is declared to us in all that we see. In his creation, all around us is the invisible quality, wisdom, beauty, glory of God. But that which seemingly is easily available needs some effort to appreciate it, to harness it, to mine it, as it were. It's not ours until we mine it. It's just like gold. Gold is there in the depths of the air, sometimes not the depth of the air, even on surface in some places, but we have to make the effort to mine it. We have to make the effort to refine it, right? So that's the way to get wisdom. Wisdom is not going to throw itself at us. Wisdom is like what we say common sense, right? We say common sense because it's there easily available, but yet it's not common to all because people overlook it. People take it for granted. It's in a package that it can easily be commonized, right? The whole of the New Testament, if it's full of the fact that God shows his wisdom in the things that are seemingly commonized, right? In the poor, in the small things, right? So people get to overlook it. Paul will be writing and talk about the Greeks, talk about the fact that they are looking for wisdom. They are looking for big things. They are looking for a big thing, so that the foolishness of the gospel, becomes, it kind of disappoints them. They are looking for a God that requires you to maybe go and kill your son or kill your daughter or go and sell all that you have, or go and kill yourself or beat yourself up, for you to have an access to him, but he just says, just receive my son. That doesn't make sense to a lot of people. It doesn't make sense to religious people. That's why we have a lot of religion today, right? People think that you must kill yourself to approach God. And even in what we seemingly call Christianity, we won't bring that in. We call it penitence, right? Even in our seeming born-again sector, we talk about the need for people to go and make restitution, right? All of those are man's way of trying to make difficult what God has made simple, right? Penitence, when you start cutting yourself, I want to feel the pain because I have sinned, I must suffer like Jesus Christ suffered. That's foolishness. That's devil, right? It is Jesus, the cross and nothing that saves us. We don't get saved by our own. We don't get saved by our own abuse. We don't get saved by restitution. We don't get saved by penitence. We don't get saved by offering. We don't get saved by tithe. We get saved only by the cross of Jesus Christ. Full stop. Nothing else. We don't get saved because we obey the law. We don't get saved because we belong to a church. We don't get saved because we belong to a set. We don't get saved because our pastor is also, or a bishop or so and so. That's not the reason why we get saved. The only thing that saves us is the cross, nothing else, right? And that simplicity is not enough for a lot of people, so they add things to it. They say it cannot be that easy. They add things to it, and therefore they demean the wisdom of God. They demean that which God has presented to us, right? As it were, they are demeaning the glory of God, because they cannot accept the simplicity of the gospel, the wisdom of God. and then they give place to the devil because of that. Right. And